Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Rune Factory 2 Watering Can Only episode. I really actually don't know at this point. I am recording once again on my handheld because my computer is, my desktop computer is borked. Yeah. So it might take me a little bit to get used to all the controls about how it might take me a little bit to get used to all the controls again, and it's going to be more difficult, more annoying for me to do rewinds and fast forwards. Oh, what do you know? Oh my gosh, this is so insanely So, yeah, in recent news, remember my last computer was bored because I kept blue screen of deathing? Yeah, well, this desktop is bored because the main SSD is basically constantly running at 100% efficiency. While the computer is doing actually nothing. Well, basically nothing. So even just to, open up File Explorer to move a file onto a USB drive, which I had to do to get the save file saved, that took like 10 minutes. Because it just kept freezing every single step of the way. What else is happening in recent news? Recently, I've tried to get back into playing some more online Rune, webcam, EPH games, whatever. They're so slow. I got my new play chase cards in the mail, all the Doctor Who play chasing cards. Those have come out now, finally. So I got them, and I realized that the old play chase cards that I had, I didn't actually put them back in the box where I normally keep them when it's done. And instead put them on top of the box, which you think, okay, sure, fine, whatever, no big deal. Except at some point between then and 2 days ago, the entire bookshelf got like stacked enough, shifted enough that the cards fell out the back of the bookshelf. And that bookshelf is really heavy, so I couldn't just move the bookshelf itself. No. So I had to take a bunch of heavy books out from the bookshelves, okay? I had to basically take most of the books out. To take all the books out, to get all of those cards out, a lot of my play sheets cards out. And then I had to put all of those cards back in. All those books back into the shop. Which I mostly did, except I have a small pile of books of like magazines and stuff that I don't need. Never need it. I just want to throw it out. I think for now, just throw it outside. They finally move them again and go, oh yeah, these could just be tossed. So yeah, that'd be cool if I did that, really. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of books. even mouse and keyboard games seem to be fine. But it would be better. They don't mouse and keyboard mode with this setup like this. Or play up just flat controller. Right stick controls the mouse, left stick is WASD. Then they have 10 extra buttons. No. Because the regular left and right shoulder pads are left and right click, the back shoulder pads only do stuff with controller mode, so essentially have 8 extra keys to do stuff with. Everything is fine there. Oh, that's right. One big issue with recording on this device is that I don't know how long the episode is going. But I also can't track in case something like, oh, I don't know, the game has no audio. It should be fine. The biggest issue is trying to make sure that the game is actually being recorded in the first place. That's most potentially problematic. Alright, and of course trying to use this device for editing videos because I have a lot of videos coming out in the next few weeks that I've already recorded that just need to be edited. Trying to actually edit them on this thing is a royal pain. But of course I have actually USB slots, so I'll probably just grab a mouse and that will fix most of the issue. So that would be fine. Oh gosh, wait. I have a pillow here that does not work for what I'm trying to do here. It doesn't even throw all that well. It's so not much else is going on. This is about it. Just gotta keep recording stuff, keep doing just a whole ton of editing. I wish I had done all that video editing last week and set the videos to upload instead of saving it for this week. So if some of the editing coming up starts feeling a bit bad, yeah, that's my excuse. Trying to edit on a handheld that uses a joystick instead of a mouse. So I can't quite get the editing splicing work done properly, but I mean, whatever. Quality has never really been my big selling point, has it been? Let's buy some stuff. Buy some things. Nice. So, here's the big question. Is this going to change what I wind up recording? As shown over the past 2 days, I can still record Divinity 2 pretty fine once I got the audio issue fixed. I can still record Divinity 2, and I can still record Rune Factory, although I'm starting to want to change Divinity 2 to a weekly instead of a semi-daily, but do you want to change that? Anything else I gotta record? I'm sure I can manage to make that all work. So what else is in
Morning. Morning. Morning.
know, go inside my VR stuff. I should really do that. It's fun, it's exciting. The only issue is that most VR games don't really lend themselves well to recording. VR gaming is still relatively new. This is so annoying that I can't use the joysticks because this entire computer, this whole thing, is like designed to primarily use the sticks. And it's like, you would think that for moving I could just use the left joystick at least, but no! Metroid for the DS doesn't want me to use the joystick because the DS did not have a joystick. There might have been an add-on to add in a joystick, but it did not come with the joystick, so it just defaults to, nope, you have to use the D-pad. Army just wants to go, it's like, okay, let's just get all of these, like, let's just keep playing a whole bunch of, like, super old games instead. Yeah, let's try and see if I can... Oh, I said the Zone and play some Bugs Bunny and Castle Busters, although really that game is so much better. Both of you are in the room together, so... I still wish I had done everybody plays Bugs Bunny and Cows thing that I meant to. Every single person I wind up recording with convince each of them to team up together for one episode of Time Busters together. With cousins, with family, with friends from over the years. Just like, you know, chat about whatever, play the game. And visit my grandparents, convince both of them to play Japan as well. The entire hours them trying to figure out what the buttons are. It's come to my attention that people might think that I'm being quite upset at that, but I have played video games with my grandpa as well. Play video games with my grandpas at least. And no, that's just what it's like. That's just what it was like. I tell him it's like, okay, hit the X button. And he like looks at it, it's like, which one's the X button? It's like, it's the one with an X on it. Like, there's something I found actually at a really young age, like age 6 or 7 or something, was that some people don't have the same, what is it, mental storage bank for things that I have. Like say, playing a game on the PlayStation, the game says, like, press the square button. I know where the square button is. I don't have to look at it. I don't have to like look at the controller to find out where the square button is. I just know where it is, and I can just hit the square button. People who, you know, don't really play games, they have to look down at the controller and say, okay, that one's the square button. Boom. But some people, actually, not some people, most of the people that I play with who don't play games, they would look, it's like, okay, there's a square button. And then 10 seconds later, the game says, press the square button. And they have to look at the controller again to figure out, okay, that's the square button. And it's like every single time that they want to know what the square button is, they have to look at it again. It's not enough to just say, oh, it's the one on the left. Okay. But like they constantly have to keep looking down at it because they didn't like, you know, save it to short-term memory. It's like, okay, it's the left of these buttons. It's the one on the left. answer, so it's like, it should be obvious, right? Like, even if you didn't know it already, you would see it the first time and then say, oh, that's the one on the left. Okay. And then remember, it's the one on the left. So it always seemed weird to me that other people didn't just understand, oh, it's the one on the left, but they had to, check for it every single time. And of course, over the years, I started thinking about, people's expectations and experiences with different things. Some people say that something is super easy, it might be easy for them, but it's super difficult for someone else. It's like, but I feel like, but of course, something that is easy for one person can be difficult for someone else because not everyone has the same experiences in life to have gone through the same things and has learned the same things. So like something that is obvious to one person is completely new information to someone else. Like, something that is easy for one person is like really difficult, even impossible for someone else. Like if someone could just like do a handstand, let's say it's like, oh yeah, of course I can do a handstand. I've been doing them like 100 times a day since I was a baby. Anyone could do a handstand, they say, not realizing that, no, not just anyone can do a handstand. No matter how easy it is for you, it can still be impossible for someone else. But it feels like, and of course this can't actually be the case, but it feels like throughout my entire life, people have never given me that sort of consideration. It's like, oh, just study for the test. It's easy. Anyone can study for a test. Oh my gosh, you're so lazy. How can you not study for a test? Like, I do everything that the people say to do to study. Okay, open up the textbook. I read the section. Okay. Answer some practice questions. I have no idea what the answers are because the answers to the questions based on the section aren't actually in the section. So I have to like read through the section again. It's like, no, answers aren't here. And then they go, oh, I have to look like 3 sections ahead to like find the answer to this question. Okay, that's lame and stupid. And that took me like, half an hour to do because I didn't realize, oh, the answer to that is somewhere else. It's like, oh, well, surely you should have known that, like, the circumference of a, like, the circumference of an apple is, like, pi r. Oh, would I just know that? And also, circumference of an apple, apples vary in shapes. Well, not so, a little bit in shapes. Apples vary in sizes, though. It's like, it's like one of those stupid things you'd see on like a test or whatever. It's like, okay, draw it, or it's like, color in this picture of an apple. And it's like, you color it in green, and then they go, no, it's wrong, because apples are red. All apples are red. You have to make it red. Everyone knows that all apples are red, except for the person who has only like experiencing Granny Smiths. Or say, color in red or you color in green. It's like, no, it's wrong, because apples are yellow. Like, I mean, it's entirely possible, right? Like, kind of yellowish, brownish tinted apples, but it's like not everyone's experiences, expectations, and abilities are the same. But all the time I was growing up, everyone just expected me to just easily be able to do whatever was easy for them. Oh, well, you should just know all the stuff that's on the test because the teacher had said it once in class. Maybe you just should actually pay attention. Like, gosh, I have attention disorders. I've never been officially diagnosed with it, but I am recently certain that I do have ADD because, like, sitting there in class, like, okay, I'm trying to listen to what the teacher is saying. And, like, I can hear the words that the teacher says. I have no idea what they're trying to communicate, and I'm there trying my best to listen, and it's like, Christopher Columbus, it's like, yeah, most of the time I can't even, like, hear the words, like, it's not much like the Charlie Brown womp type of deal, but it's just like, okay, I know you're saying something. have no idea what it is. I'm really trying hard to listen to what you're saying. I just cannot hear it. You're not too quiet. I'm just unable to actually hear the words that you're saying. Do you think that... Yeah. Yeah, imagine if I actually took a hearing test as a kid, and it came back as like, yeah, you're actually partially deaf. Like, if I had gotten an official test done to say that I'm partially deaf, like, classes would have had to have been different for me. Oh, well, you actually can't hear what the teacher is saying. We believe the doctors because they said that you can't hear them. We didn't believe you when you said it because we figured you were just being lazy and just trying to get out of trying to do work in class. Because, of course, the first reaction to a kid, you know, not being perfect is, well, you're just lazy. You're just lazy. You should be doing this stuff. You should be getting straight A's on all of your homework because I, a grown adult, like, a grown adult, would obviously be able to ace your, the 10-year-old's homework. I would know all of this stuff if I had someone tell me about it once. Oh, you told me that you have an allergic reaction to, I don't know, onions? Oh, well, I don't care. I'm gonna be cooking onions anyway. I don't care. If we don't have to go to the hospital for it, / if Child Protective Services doesn't have to be called, I don't care about you. Yeah, I might or might not be allergic to onions. I'm not entirely certain. But there is a chance. Because from what I've been told, when you eat raw onions, it is not actually supposed to feel like the inside of your mouth is being cut off. But since it wasn't happening to them, my parents never actually cared about it. They weren't the ones who had to experience the feeling of their mouths being cut up, and in fact, they like the taste of onions. So, since they like onions, they cook with onions, and since they're cooking with onions, they expect me to just like them. I'm always like super big into trying to cook with alcohol, and she says, "Oh well, all the alcohol like burns off in the cooking." I looked it up, and not actually true. All that's left is the flavor of the alcohol. You have the taste of the booze. It just tastes like booze. You don't actually have the like alcohol content. It's like, okay, how can I explain to you that I don't like the taste of booze either? So yeah, whenever I go over there and she's cooking family dinner, and I'll cooking for me as well, I always just kind of hang out with her in the kitchen long enough to be able to see if she's planning on using booze in her cooking. If she is, I just don't eat any of it. Like that, I am an adult. I can choose to just simply not eat food that's provided to me. As a child, I did not have that option. If my mom wanted to make, you know, a red wine sauce to go with the dinner we were having, my choices were to eat it, or get yelled at and forced to sit at the table all night anyway, unable to do anything else until I ate it. It doesn't matter if I didn't like it. It doesn't matter if it you know, made me feel sick. They don't care. I eat the food, and oh well, it's late now. Oh, you have homework, right? Well, you couldn't do your homework while you were eating dinner, so you have to go and do your homework right now. But I'm going to bed. You better do all your homework. And I will continue to yell at you because of your awful time management that you didn't do your homework earlier. It's like, Mom, I need help with my homework. Well, you should have thought of that before you decided to try to not eat dinner. So, of course, you know, try the homework, absolutely fail it, because I don't know what I'm doing. It's like, oh yeah, here's a map of Europe. You know, find and label every capital city in the entire continent of Europe. No, you're not allowed to. No, but it's not on a textbook. It's not in any of the textbooks. It's supposed to, like, you know, go on the internet and look it up, but I'm not allowed to use the internet because I have to do all my homework at the table. And my mom won't let me go and use either the family computer or once I have on my own computer to look this stuff up. I was supposed to just know it. Like, gosh, I am horrible at geography. Like, I should try to do a let's play at some point of GeoGuessr. Except it would be lame because it would be an entire hour-long episode of me trying one place. And just failing by like a solid hour. Because I have an idea about... Yeah. 90% of countries, I bet you, actually not even 90%, 99% of countries, I bet I wouldn't even be able to name. If you show me a map with like all of the words taken off of it, yeah, how many countries are there in the world? I can name like a handful. Canada, United States of America, Mexico, Russia, China, Japan, Korea, probably. Maybe Italy? Probably Italy. Is Italy a country? I think Italy is a country. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure about that. See, I can name a few. Yeah, whatever. But of course, to other people, oh, geography is easy. All you have to do is memorize the location and names of everything on the planet. And then it's easy. You know everything. And I'm just there like... Yeah, I don't do so well with memorization. And then, of course, there's the whole, but you memorize everything in your games. Obviously, you should be able to like, just stop playing video games and take up brain power on video games and instead take up brain power on memorizing countries that you'll never actually have to think about. Yeah, like, I'm not entirely sure I can actually point out whether Ukraine is on a world map, but I know where Russia is on a world map, so I'm sure Ukraine is somewhere near there, as long as we're watching Ukraine war. I don't know where Palestine is, Iran, Iraq, Israel. I don't know where those places are, but I have, you know, the faintest idea. Very underrated line in Invincible of, oh, when am I ever going to be able to, you know, find a country on a map? It's like, oh, well, maybe when you're flying over it, you have to try and land in the right spot. Because they're superheroes, so they actually have to, like, fly around the world and stuff. It's like, yeah, that is a real-life usage for me. Getting good at geography. Cool. How about one that might apply potentially to my life? Again, maybe if I had to play GeoGuessr. But I can also always just not play GeoGuessr. And okay. Yeah, I know the provinces and territories of Canada, I think. And that's all that should matter to my life. I shouldn't have to know places outside of this country. And if I do have to learn them, again, there is the internet and I can actually use it now. So I should be able to just look up if I actually need to know any other places. people have different experiences, expectations, and stuff. Uh-oh. I don't think I lost any money for that. Oh, it's the next day song. Wait a second. Um well, okay, you know what? Okay then. It is the next day. Shoot, what's my toggle cooperate? Oh, that was it. Um Whoopsies. Is everything fine? Um well, everything got messed up. Do I just end the episode here and say I don't know what's going on? Game capture. Find me the game, please. Uh I don't want to do an episode that's this short, but honestly, I might have to because everything is going wrong. You know what? Screw it. I've had extra long episodes before. I'll have an extra short episode this time. So, apologize for everything bad that's going on, but my experiences are particularly bad right now. I have no idea what I'm going to do with anything.